the technical mistake answer that sounds great, but fails the bar raiser. Most candidates describe what broke and how they fixed it, but the bar raiser is listening for something entirely different, whether you fully own the blast radius or quietly shrank the story to protect yourself. The question is, tell me about the biggest technical mistake you made at work. What happened, and what did you change? At Meta, ownership means you ship fast and you stand fully behind every outcome, including the bad ones. No deflection, no minimization. The bar raiser is specifically listening for whether you name the real user impact and team cost, and whether what you changed was a permanent process improvement, not just a one-time patch. Here is how most candidates answer the technical mistake question at Meta.
About 2 years ago, I introduced a caching bug during a backend refactor that caused some users to see stale data. I caught it during code review follow-up. A colleague noticed something off in the logs. We rolled back the change within the hour and pushed a corrected version the same day. After that, I added a unit test to cover that specific cache invalidation path and made sure to double-check similar patterns in future PRs. It was a good reminder to be more careful with caching logic.
Impact scoped vague. Some users with no quantification or duration given. Discovery credited to a colleague, not self. Candidate did not own detection. Fix is a single unit test. No systemic process change or monitoring improvement shown. Here is what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Blast radius never quantified. User count, duration, and downstream system impact absent. Item 2. Detection attributed to a colleague. Candidate did not identify the failure independently. Item 3. Permanent fix is a single unit test. No monitoring, alerting, or architectural change shown. Item 4. Reflection is superficial. Be more careful. Signals no durable process change. Verdict: does not demonstrate ownership. Same question. Same caching mistake. Listen to how this candidate owns the full scope of it.
During a backend refactor, I introduced a cache invalidation bug that served stale friend list data to roughly 400,000 users for about 90 minutes before I caught it in our latency dashboards. The root cause was a TTL override. I added that silently bypassed our standard invalidation path. I owned the incident end to end, wrote the postmortem, led the rollback, and personally communicated the scope to the downstream teams whose pipelines consumed that data. The permanent fix was a shared invalidation wrapper that enforced TTL contracts at the library level, plus a canary alert that fires whenever cache hit rate drops more than 15% on that service. 6 months later, 0 recurrence.
Blast radius quantified, 400K users, 90-minute window, named downstream impact. Candidate owned detection proactively, caught via own monitoring, not a colleague. Systemic fix at library level, not a one-off test. Prevents class of errors permanently. Canary alert added, shows monitoring improvement and long-term impact thinking. Notice what changed. Every dimension of ownership is now on the table. Item 1. Blast radius fully quantified, user count, duration, and downstream team impact named. Item 2. Self-detected via monitoring, did not wait for a colleague or escalation to surface failure. Item 3. Systemic fix at library level, closes entire class of invalidation errors, not just the instance. Item 4. Canary alert implemented, demonstrates durable monitoring investment and recurrence prevention. Verdict: strong signal, raises the bar. Before your loop, run your mistake story through these 3 questions. Question 1. Can you put a real number on who was affected and for how long? If not, the bar raiser assumes you are shrinking the blast radius on purpose. Question 2. Did you catch the failure, or did someone else surface it for you? If someone else found it, own that honestly. Then explain what monitoring you added afterward. Question 3. Did what you changed prevent an entire class of errors or just this one? A single unit test is a patch. The bar raiser is looking for a systemic process or architectural change. If you cannot answer yes to all three, your story is not demonstrating ownership. It is demonstrating damage control. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Meta uses for your role. Head to interview101.com and find out before your loop.